everyone, it's Lisa here with another MDS Mondays. Today I'm going to show you the card swap that I did for convention, or Stampin' Up convention this year. This is what it looks like. So I'm going to start with a blank sheet here. And the first thing I'm going to do is get my background. So I'm going to go to punches. And I need 2 of these squares. I'm going to apply and apply again. Close that. I'm going to put this one up here out of the way for now. I'm going to bring this one over to the far left corner. It's about at 3 inches. And it's going to go the whole length of the card. I am going to fill that. I'm going to go to stripes. Now, some of the things I will be using on this card, you will not necessarily have if you're using the free trial. You will have a lot of different papers that you can use, but what you won't have are the designer kits. There may be a couple, I don't know for sure, because I haven't, I'm looking for Rigo Rose while I'm talking. Because I have never used the free trial. I just bought the original software and then upgraded it. So I'm going to go here to designer kits. I'm going to Bella Rose, and I want this pattern right here. Click OK. Now, as you can see, these flowers are very big, and the leaves, and they just don't look proportioned right for this card. I'm going to double click, and then I can change the size of that and the position by using the zoom here. So I'm going to zoom and make it smaller. You can also move your pattern around. Okay, so I'm going to click OK because that looks good to me. The other thing I want to do with these 2 patterns is I'm going to change the opacity of them. I want them lighter than they are. That's too light. That's just about, I think that's good. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is go to punches again. And these very basic punches you should have with your free trial. I'm going to get the tag punch, and I need 2 of those. Now I'm working from the back up, just because I think that's easier than if I just, put things on there and then, of course you can send things to back or bring the front, but I find this to be easier. Okay, so what I want to do here, first I need to add some color to that. So I want small polka dots. I'm going to go with the Rigo Rose. Click OK. And just like I did on the other pattern, I can change the size and I can move it around. I think, not that, yeah, kind of like that. Because if I didn't do that, then I may not see any of the polka dots when I apply my next layer. So that's good. Okay, so I'm going to click OK. And I'm going to leave the punch the size that it is. And then the next thing I'm going to do is click on this one. And I'm going to shrink it a little before I put it in there, just so it's already smaller. And I don't want that much of a border, so let me mess with this for a moment. I think about like that looks good. Okay, so I'm going to change the color of this inner punch. I just want it to be white. And I'm going to make both of these a grouping so that when I angle my punch, they both turn at the same time. So I'm going to hit Control and then click that back one. So they're both clicked on. I'm going to right click on my mouse and go to group and group them. So that just makes life easier. So now I can turn them at the same time. And I think I want it angled about like that. And actually, you know what? What I should do is go ahead and put my text on. So I'm going to straighten that back up and get my stamp. So I'm going to go to Stamps. Now you can do your own text or find a stamp that fits in there for you. I'm using For All You Do. I'm going to click Apply. I'm just going to move this out of the way real quick and make it smaller. Okay, so it fits in there nicely. I think, hold on. So if I didn't make that straight, so it looks a little wonky. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, after I'm sure that's where I want this, I think that's good. Next thing I'm going to do is click on, leave that clicked. I'm going to put down my control again and click my other image. And then I'm going to group these together. Right click and group. So now when I go to angle this or move it anywhere, it all moves together. Just like that. So I think I want it about right here. Maybe a little higher up. And the next thing I'm going to add is my embellishment, which will be a crocheted ribbon. On your free trial, you will need to choose another ribbon. Apply. And I think I'm going to go ahead and get my bow while I'm at it. And apply. That's huge. And I'm going to, well, I'm going to shrink that a little and just move it out of the way for now. Bring my bow down. My ribbon, sorry. Now I can see that I need to raise up my tag. But first I'm going to go ahead and recolor my ribbon. And let's try Regal Rose. See if I like that. I'm not sure what's going on here, but this is not fitting on my computer right. It used to. So I have to slide it over. So I want that color darker. I'm going to go ahead and use a different color. I think I'm going to go with Primrose Petals. Okay. Now, and then I'm going to get this grouping here and bring it up because that was way too low. Right about, the other thing I can do is, make this a little bigger than I have here. It's a nice thing about grouping them. I don't have to worry about anything getting disproportioned. So I like that. So you can see I'm just playing around with it until it looks the way I want it to. So I'm going to go over now to my bow, figure out where I want it. I know I don't want it that big, so I think that's smaller. I'm going to change the color. We'll go with that same Primrose. And then we're going to drop shadow. I usually go somewhere around here because I really want that to pop off from the ribbon so that it stands out a little more. Okay. And then now, hold on, let's see here. One more thing before I'm all done here, and I'm going to add another stamp. So I'm going to go to Stamps, and hopefully I can find the stamp really quickly. I'm going to go to Cheap Talk, and I'm going to click on the branch, and I'm going to apply. Thank goodness. And then I'm going to close this. I'm going to go ahead and color my branch, because it'll just make it easier for me to make sure both my branches are matching. So I'm going to go with my favorite, Old Olive. Yes. And I'm going to size this to the size that I want. Which I'm going to say about like that. And I'm going to go ahead and copy this. Right click and paste. So now I have two. Let me move this one out of the way. Now I can do whatever I want with this one, which I'm going to bring it back a little, and I'm going to angle it down. It's too much angle for what I want. I think that's about how I want it. Now I'm going to send that backwards. And it's not back enough. So, oops. There, we need it behind the bow. So you just have to play around with your pieces till it looks good to your eyes. And now I'm going to take this one. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to mirror it and flip it. There we go. And now I'm going to move it on to my little tag here. I'm thinking that looks close enough. Yeah, I think I like that. Okay. So there you are. That's basically what I did. That was the process. And actually a little smoother than when I originally did it. You take some trial and error to figure out how you want to do things. So one tip, like I said, the easiest thing to do is to build from your back, your bottom up. Of course, you can send things backwards and forwards, but sometimes I find that my things don't move like I want them to. So it just seems easier, like I said, if I use that approach, or as then with the tag, building my tag and whatever's going to go on it, and then grouping all that together so I can move it around. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to being with you again. And please drop me a comment, either something that you're interested in, or what you thought about this. Some of you can share what you've been doing with your free trial. I would love that. But of course, if you upgrade, you'll have a whole lot more options of what you can do. The kits are wonderful. I always buy kits because you get so much with them. So I hope that if you do have the free trial, that you're enjoying it, and that these videos have been helping you. So again, just thank you so much for checking out my channel, and I want to thank all the new people that have joined, and thank you those who are always so encouraging. And like I said, I look forward to being with you again. Have a great day.